For those who tried to commit fraud only to have it backfire horribly, what's your story? My ex-husband had this idea to fake a work injury to claim insurance money and hoped to get a huge payout. He had this idea after a coworker recently got a promotion and a big settlement after an injury at work. I told him it's fraud, and I didn't want to risk it since we have 5 kids. I made it clear that night that it was not a good idea. A few days later, got a call from his work. He fell from a ladder and was brought to the hospital. I knew he did it on purpose. Not only did he injure himself, but he also knocked over a heavy shelf that fell on a coworker. The coworker was critically injured and had to be rushed to the hospital. Tragically, the coworker didn't survive. My husband survived the fall, but half of his body was paralyzed. They hired a top-notch lawyer. Seeing the family in court, I knew my husband was going to pay for his actions. With little chance of winning the case, in a desperate attempt to lessen his sentence and avoid going to prison, he tried to act mental in court so he can be placed in a mental facility. Things got worse after the court didn't buy. Court saw through his lies, and he was sentenced to prison for fraud and manslaughter. What's heartbreaking is that the coworker's pregnant wife is now all alone.